Yes, sir. Welcome to Under the Hood Sports. I'm your host with the most, Johnny Hill. And if you don't know me, you really should know me. But I got a living legend right here. He plays DB at the University of Memphis. He also played as a true freshman at Colorado. He is from Carolina. If we want to talk Carolina, North Carolina, bro. So we're going to just talk to my boy, Tyrin Taylor. Hey, man. He's a real, you feel me? He will clamp you up. So this is my dog, man. Hey, appreciate you for coming on, bro.
Hey, I appreciate you, man.
Hey, bro, let's dive deep into this right quick, bro. Okay,
Cool.
let's rewind it, right, bro? Growing up in Charlotte, North Carolina, because y'all produce hoopers. Y'all also produce good football players, but who introduced you to the game of football, man?
I would say my dad, man. My dad, he always had me around my older cousins, going to their games every weekend and their practices throughout the week. So, growing up watching them, I wasn't old enough to play yet, but after practice, I want to put their helmets on and ask how they made this play or what they was doing out there. You know what I mean? So, I think being around my older cousins and family and everything, that's what drove me to play the game of football.
Yes, sir, man. Tyron, let's also talk about this. You was a 3-star, man. You Is this correct? You played safety, right? At William A.
William A. Huff.
So you did. So you played safety. Okay.
Yeah, I played a little bit of the nickel, safety, and a little bit of corner, man. I was in the
Oh,
triangle.
versatile. Okay.
You know it.
Okay, man. But how was it, man? Coming out of William and your career, man. Like, how was it, man? Playing the safety position, nickel and corner, because that's a true DB right there, man. So how was it, man?
I mean, I kind of look at football as fun. Every time I step out there, it feel the same as if I was 5, 6, 7 years old. You know what I mean? Strapping the helmet up. So my journey, it was a little crazy. In high school, I was undersized and everything,
Mm-hmm.
waiting on my growth spurt whenever that was gonna come. And I just went out there every day and tried to play every down like it was my last. And I'm here right now, still playing. So I'm blessed and I'm thankful.
For sure, man. Tyron, let's dig deep into that, man. Like reflecting on high school, right, man? Because of course, we have our high moments, and also our low moments, man. What would you say was a high moment looking on at high school, man?
I would definitely say when I got my first offer, it was spring ball going into my junior season. No, it was spring ball going into my senior season.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have a senior season because of COVID.
Dang.
So, yeah, that was really because it was after practice. I think it was like week 2 in spring ball. I got my first offer, and it was crazy to me because in high school I never thought I was gonna get an offer. There was a lot of dudes around me getting offers and stuff like that from freshman year, sophomore year, and I was really one of the last ones, to start picking up offers at a late age. And man, it was super crazy to get that, because the coach was there at our practice, so it wasn't a phone call or anything like that. He came to me, face to face, and yeah, that was a really crazy moment for me, and I still remember it to this day like it was yesterday.
Man, how was it, during that time? Because you didn't have a season, right? How was it, man? Because COVID was crazy. I know it was crazy for me because that was my first year going Division 1 and working with Memphis football. And it was crazy, COVID. But how was it for you? Because you didn't have a season. Like, how
Yeah,
was it?
yeah. So I mean, COVID hit. I think it was 2020.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was 2020. I think I was a senior, and we were about to have a football season. We was working out and doing, practices and spring ball and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, we heard like it was slowly coming into the U.S. and then slowly picking up in different states and things like that. So we was like, it's just a matter of time until it comes to North Carolina. And then we didn't know what we was gonna do as students, as student athletes. So when they told us like we wouldn't have school, I think it was only for like 2 weeks. They said we was gonna be on Zoom, and then that 2 weeks turned into 2 months. and then basically a year. So during COVID, I graduated early. Went to University of Colorado 2021 in January. And so, we had to wake up every day and take COVID swabs, to make sure we didn't have COVID or anything like that, just to work out. And that was every day at like 5 a.m. So COVID was super crazy, but it was something I'm glad I got the experience in a way.
For sure, man. Let's dive deep into that. Why Colorado, man? Out of everywhere, because you're from Charlotte, but why all the way up to Colorado, bro?
Man, really, it was the football aspect of it. But then once I got there, it was really everything else. Uh, I'm the type of dude, as my friends know me, that I like to do adventurous stuff and over the top things, you know what I mean, and ideas and stuff like that. So, like once I got the text from Colorado, I was like, I don't know if I'll go out all the way out there. But then the more, I got in touch with the coaches and things like that, and it was a specific two coaches, Coach Martin, Coach Meat at Oregon right now, their corner coach, and then Coach Maxey, who just coached for the USFL this past season. Reaching out to them every day, man, it was really just building a bond and a relationship with them. And then I made my decision off that. And then I also, when I got there, it was the scenery, the mountains and different things like that. But the only thing I do not like was the snow, man. I couldn't do the snow.
I can't do snow either, bro.
Snow
different, bro. Snow is different. Okay, man. Me and you had an opportunity to talk a little bit, because you mentioned, God told you I had a homeboy who went to USC, and you talked about your time at Colorado. But being a true freshman, right, in that fire, you feel me? How was that? Especially since you didn't have a high school senior season. How was that?
Man, it was crazy. Since I got to college early, it gave me a little bit of chance, to go against some high competition and different dudes like that in practice for the spring and then fall. But yeah, they just threw me in the fire, man. Times I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I was going hard. But I'm glad I got that experience as a true freshman. Young, 18 years old, just turned 18. It was kind of crazy because not a lot of dudes from where I'm from, get that opportunity. And so every day I was going out there, man. I was thankful for it, and I was doing the best I could with each and every play that I could, man.
Man, that is amazing, man. Also at your time at Colorado, you continue to be a versatile player, man, right? So you continue to play corner, am I right, and nickel and safety, right?
Yeah.
So again, you being a like a true DB,
Yeah.
like anywhere anywhere they want you, you there, man. So because let's be real, like a lot of guys, they just want to play one specific position, or they want to do this or that. But you the type of person, I don't care. I want to just be out there. So where did that mentality come from?
Just being thankful to go out there and play anything. You know what I mean? Growing up a lot, I played safety. Safety was my favorite position. All the football I watch, I'm mainly looking at the safety still to this day. But yeah, just being versatile. I didn't want to be limited to what I can do with my game. You know what I mean? Because you only get a certain amount of snaps in your whole career, and you never know when it could be your last play. So playing different positions was a challenge to me, but it's always something in the back of my head is like I can't limit myself. You know what I mean? Whatever I put my mind to, I feel like I can do it. And being versatile, especially at Colorado, and being at a young age, man, it was something that I, looked as a challenge and that I, took with a grain of salt every day.
Man, for sure, man. Tyron, let's dive deep into that, man. What moment especially stuck out to you the most at your time? The highest moment you had at Colorado? Because you done a lot of great things at Colorado, man. You made some plays, and any opportunity that you was given, you made the best of, and you did what you had to do. Because am I not mistaken? You had your first career pick, right? At the safety position against California, right? So
Yeah.
like you had some great moments, man. So what moment most stick out to you though?
I would say playing as a true freshman. And it was crazy because I was doing, a couple of things right. but I didn't know the defense or anything like that, man. I was just going out there playing hard. That also, the big plays like you mentioned, the pick against Cal. I had a pick against USC last year, and
Mhm.
then what really stuck out to me was the lows, man, and building the bond and the friendship, with my teammates and everything like that. Because although we was losing, man, we put the load on our backs every day and tried to wake up and find something different we can work on and fine tune our skills. You know what I mean? Even though we ain't have the outcome of the season we wanted to, but it really brought us together. And I still talk with a lot of those dudes from that team, man.
For sure, man. Also, with the mighty good highs, man, there's lows in life, and that's with anything. You know what I'm saying? Because there's
Mm-hmm.
lows going to happen in life regardless. With all of the wins we do take, we're going to take some lows.
Right.
What was a low moment you would say at Colorado?
A low moment. It was a lot, man. One that I can remember specifically. I would say last year, it was a game that I did terrible. Family was there and everything, and the team was counting on me that game. And then I just went out there. I didn't play, to the expectations of me, to the standard of the team and everything like that. And after the game, all the players had a talk and everything with the coaches in there, and they were just like, "Hey, Tyron, you got to pick everything up. This is not our standard. You've been playing at a good level. We expect you to make the play that you didn't make out there." So I remember specifically after that, I went right in the bathroom. I cried. I didn't even want to play football no more, man. And then the game after that, the game that came up the next week, man, I had a crazy game. So I remember that just like it was yesterday, man. That was I still remember that. I wake up every day, and that's like part of my motivation to not even play like that again. So that was really one of probably my lowest moment at Colorado last year.
Man, that's amazing. Tyron, because a lot of young players, you know what I'm saying, they go through like little things like that, trials and tribulation, even older players, man. But like, what do you got any advice, right, for somebody who went through a low moment, but like you said, you got up, man? What motivation can you give somebody to get up from that moment, man?
I would really say just keep going. And then I'm a person that's big on not caring about what anybody says unless it's the people that, has a impact on you, like coaches and teammates and stuff like that, maybe even family. So just, keep going because where you are right now, you're there for a reason. You know what I mean? God put you there for a reason. Everything's not going to be sunny, clear sky. You know what I mean? There's going to be some rain. There's going to be some thunderstorms, some snow. So keep going, keep grinding, and put God first, man.
That's real, bro. That's real. Man, Tyron, you eventually left Colorado, man. What made you want to come to Memphis? Why Memphis?
Man, that's a big question I get, especially from family members and things like that. Because when people think of Memphis, they just think of, oh, it's
Uh,
dangerous out there, the crime and everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was really when I visited that really did it for me. Learning the history and all the great players that came, throughout Memphis. Because like before I visited, man, I couldn't tell you one player that came from Memphis. But then once I visited, and I got to talking to Coach Silverfield, Coach Clark, Coach Barnes, and everything. I was like, oh, he went to Memphis. Oh, he played at Memphis. Oh, he played at Memphis last year. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, there's a lot of guys that did it
mhm.
before me, so I'm pretty sure I can come in and do it as well. And then, yeah, me and Coach Silverfield, we really hit it off. He was texting me, and I never, usually when you around your head coach and everything like that, it feels like when you in the principal's office or
Yeah, yeah,
something, man,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it feel like that. But when I was
You
around Coach
watching me?
Silverfield, yeah, when I was around Coach Silverfield, man, it was like he was a homeboy who's older than you or something like an uncle or something. You know what I mean? So that was really a big part of it.
Man, that's amazing. Tyron, who do you look at? Well, because it's easy. Everybody be like, man, I don't look at nobody or something like that. But as a human being, it's natural to look at certain people games and certain things and take little pieces of it. I do
Yeah.
that as well in my own type of style of interviewing and also being a journalist. Who
Yeah.
do you take? Who you take little tidbits from playing football?
Yeah. My favorite right now is Patrick Surtain. Just the way he's been playing at a high level for the past 4, 5, 6 years. Coming from Bama as well, and even at Heritage High School in Florida. I just love because we're similar in size. He's a little bit bigger, but just the way he utilizes his IQ for the game, and you can tell he's a real student of the game. I also like Jair Alexander. He's from Charlotte too. We kind of got similar body types, similar running styles and things like that. I've been watching Jair since high school, man, and I love taking away different tweaks and things from his game. Who else do I watch? Christian Gonzalez. He was my roommate at Colorado, man. Watching him do big things with the Patriots right now. There's a few more guys, but definitely. Oh, Jalen Ramsey, Marlon Humphrey.
Of course.
Yeah, man, there's a few guys that I like watching, but mainly Patrick Surtain. Oh, my favorite ever, cornerback, Darrelle Revis. I watch his highlights. There's a video on my YouTube that I watch every single day before practice.
I like it. You're a real student of the game, bro. But also, Tyrin, that is not just everything to you, man. You love other stuff other than the game of football. And I think that is also necessary as well. You like journalism, broadcasting, and to me, I feel like you really an artist, if I want to be real, bro. You like pictures, bro. You like art, man. So tell the audience, what do Tyrin like to do outside the game of football, man?
Well, first, I'm a man of God, so I like praying. I like learning more about the Bible. I like learning different stories about the Bible and things like that, and try to spread that, throughout my friends and everything, throughout the group chats and my family group chat, and learning more from others as well. And then, yeah, I got a puppy, so I love playing with him, running around with him, man. I take him everywhere. Grocery stores, to the pool, wherever I go, he's going with me. Yeah, I like drawing. And I like coloring as well. I got into coloring recently because I wanted to paint, but I was like, I'm gonna start coloring first, and then I'm gonna transcribe that into my canvas. I like meditation. I like being outside of nature. I'm an outside dude. Yeah, I really say just things to get my mind off football because football is just a game at the end of the day. I know people try to make it like it's not, but yeah, football is not just it's not who I am, it's what I do. You know what I mean?
And some you do really well, man, really great. What are 3 goals you got for yourself? Because I feel like on Under the Hood Sports, we always talk about goals, bro. Because I feel if you don't have a goal, where are you going? It got to be a destination on where you're going. And that's it, bro. Because if you don't, you're just going in one big circle. And your life is a loop. And nobody want a loop life. So what are the goals you got for yourself?
Yeah, man. I would say my first one is get better and learn the word more with God, because at the end of the day, you can never learn enough about God and Jesus and things like that. Second, I would say is be a better person every day. Write down what I'm going through and identifying problems in my life and things like that, so I can know how to get through it again if it ever comes up. So just being a better man and person every day, not only for me, but for my family, being respectful and different things like that within my mannerisms. And then I would say for football, I'll put a third goal for football is to just, I don't really have an end goal for football in terms of like, I want to go and practice and get this many picks or anything like that. I would just say playing each and every play like it's my last and to the best of my ability, because if you do that, then you really don't have to put together goals. The goals will just fall into place.
And that's amazing. Well, Tyrin, thank you for coming on the show. This is Under the Hood Sports, and this is Tyrin. Be on the lookout for him. He a solid overall person, and go follow him, man. And I am out of here.